Yo, good afternoon, viewers of YouTube. My name is Tyler of ChicoCrypto.com, and welcome to another episode of Crypto, and of course, a cold one. Today's featured guest is Tropical Torpedo IPA from Sierra Nevada Brewing Company out of Chico, California. Homegrown. Throw it down, baby. God, it's a really damn good beer. Really fine. If you haven't tried this, and you're a Sierra Nevada fan, I recommend testing this out because it's fucking one of their better ones. Has a really fruity, citrusy taste, and that's my favorite. So, I hope everyone had a good Easter. But from the looks of things, the Easter Bunny wasn't too nice to the crypto markets. Another rough weekend dragged Bitcoin below the 7K level for some time, and last night it bumped back over 7K USD. As of shooting this video, Bitcoin is sitting just above 7K with downward pressure still on Bitcoin's toes. I'm hoping this isn't true, but with the way things have been going, I could see one last 10 to 15% drop before the bottom is reached and a full reversal happens. It's hard for us to admit, but in late 2017, we went through a bubble phase. It's definitely true. Interest poured in from the general public, and every Tom, Joe, and Sally were wondering how to invest in crypto. The utility of those investments came from where? Sure, Ethereum had utility for creating ICOs and Bitcoin for storing value, but the technology hasn't penetrated normal lives, and that needs to happen for that value to grow at that insane rate. I said this before, and I'll say it again, we went through a typical hype cycle. The technology trigger was the ERC-20 ICO contract, which gave tech companies the ability to run ICOs. Entering the plateau of productivity is where true crypto projects' colors will shine. This is where the developers put their heads down and get to work on the projects. So, for those of you who watch this video, when I review ICOs right now, it's not because I will be investing in the projects most likely. It's because I think the tech is very interesting. Now is not the time to be investing in ICOs, only if the tech is there and they've grabbed the public's attention. Now is the time to be buying up the tech of the best projects, because if we do go into an extended sideways market, which is highly possible, projects that haven't gained a solid grasp in the public's minds won't be able to last no matter how good their technology is. So, for the rest of today's show, let's talk about the top projects I believe you should be getting your money into, because these are the projects that have solidified the public's attention and are showing their commitment to developing the technology no matter what. So, let's start out with the number one coin, Bitcoin. Now, why is Bitcoin different? So, decentralized digital scarcity was a real innovation, and Bitcoin has a grasp on that like no other coin. This was the major technological innovation that sparked the first Garner hype cycle, driving Bitcoin from pennies to thousands of dollars within a short couple of years. So there were alternative clones that tried to displace Bitcoin back then, but only a couple survived, such as Litecoin and Namecoin. And by the way, Namecoin is barely hanging on. I think market cap of 23 million. So this leads me into my second project, whose technology sparked the most recent hype cycle, Ethereum. The ERC-20 contract sparked a massive amount of decentralized projects, creating a robust ecosystem. 85% of all crypto assets are issued under the Ethereum blockchain. Ethereum is in the best position to thrive in this space. Any developer not directly related to the space knows of two things. Number one, Bitcoin, and number two, Ethereum. Yes, Bitcoin is the king of crypto today, but Ethereum is the king of dApps. How long will this dominance continue? Well, actually a discussion happened on no other than April Fool's Day regarding EIP 960, which is a proposal to hard cap the supply of Ethereum at 120 million. This sparked a big debate within the community, with some saying it would be a good thing and some saying it would be a bad thing. And the discussion seems to be continuing. Vitalik today said that it was an April Fool's meta joke. The point was seeing people argue whether or not the proposal is real. He then tweeted again, saying, "I do believe that a fixed supply is worth considering. Arguments with ASICs POW issuance falls at market coin distribution more egalitarian. With proof of stake, proof of work issuance not needed for security. And with rewards coming from rent and other burned fees, you can have rewards without issuance. So everyone, this proposal stands, and the community can discuss or try to implement it. I, for one, see value in both sides. With the current inflationary model, it encourages spending, and the longevity and health of the Ethereum network depends on people spending. If people hoard Ethereum like they hoard Bitcoin, then people will not use Ethereum to run dApps, as selling your Ethereum would be a mistake, as no new Ethereum are ever created. Ethereum needs to get a move on things and figure out their platform, because other projects have gained attention in the public's minds. And their products are beginning to be developed, and they're creating their own ecosystems. Guess what project I'm hinting towards? It's another one you should be investing in. You guessed it, it's NEO. So this is a project I can see being around once the dust settles, after the bearish market. I foresee NEO leading the market to the new form of token economics called Tokens 2.0, where new capital will flow in. So NEO-based projects are of higher quality, where the tokens are more closely linked to actual companies, and they provide actual value to their holders. Great examples of this within the NEO ecosystem are Q-Link and Red Pulse. Q-Link has done really well working on their MVP and has been completely transparent with their communities. Red Pulse is an already established company that has performed a reverse ICO and has a clear value proposition for its holders. This is how NEO needs to continue, and I am confident that their focus on regulation will set them apart from Ethereum, and it will carve their own gigantic slice of the pie in the future. Well, good news for the piece of the Ethereum-Smart economy. The Switch.io decentralized exchange mainnet has launched, and the DEX is currently functioning. Most of the volume is coming from the Switch.io and NEO pair, but this is just day one, and volume will increase across pairs as time goes on. If anyone would like a walkthrough of the Switch.io exchange, let me know in the comments and I'll definitely get one put together for you. So, and finally, moving on to a project I have said get the fuck out of here a long time ago. But any investors, please let this be a sign that you should get the fuck out now. Electroneum. It's currently under a 51% attack. What is a 51% attack? This is when a group of miners with powerful ASICs decide to band together and push all their hashing power at one blockchain, trying to control it. So Electroneum is such a small network that a group has been able to do this. Now, Electroneum is based off the same hashing formula as Monero, but since the threat of ASICs, Monero and other coins using the Crypto Night algorithm have forked or will fork to keep ASICs out. Well, guess what? Electroneum is just sitting on their old hashing algo because they have zero coding skills or developers willing to work hard and fix it. Well, what's really funny is the issue was actually brought up in the Electroneum GitHub 2 months ago on January 14th. A user showed that a mining pool called Nano was nearing a 51% control of the hashing power. Investors and supporters, I've warned you guys many times, and this is my last warning. Get the fuck out of Electroneum while you still can. Well, viewers, NEO, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. These are my top projects to get into for an extended bear market. Now, I'm not saying don't invest in some others, but seriously, don't be putting the majority of your investments towards them. It's too risky with too much uncertainty in these markets. So some of these top projects I would recommend keeping an eye on and definitely putting a small investment towards is Loopring, Icon, EOS, Amisego, and a few others. In a year's time, the coin market cap top 10 will again look much different, and I can guarantee the top 100 will be almost unrecognizable. Well, like me, I hope a lot of you are in it for the long haul. Well, viewers, cheers, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow.